Hi everyone,
It's us.
It's us. We're going to show you how to do what today?
String art.
Awesome. Hi everyone, it's Bree with Ellsworth Arts and Crafts. I am here today with our first craft and carry class, which will be a string art class. Thank you so much for supporting our videos this far. If you're ready, let's craft. Okay, so my string art project is going to be a sunflower. So as you can see, I have this lightly engraved just to help me follow a pattern. So the plan for this is to pound in a nail about pinky width apart. So I'm just going to go along and do that all the way around. Supplies that I'm using for this, I have a cup of nails, I have a scissor, hammer, and since I'm doing a sunflower, I have shades of yellow, shades of green, and then a brown. Really, you can do your project however you would like, but that's what I have for mine. So I'm going to get started pounding in nails. This does get a little tedious, but if you're patient with it, you have a pretty fun finished project. So I try to keep them all about the same height. If some are lower and some are higher, it's fine, but I think it looks better if they're as uniform as you can make them. Okay, so all of my nails are pounded in. They're fairly uniform. It's important when you're doing that to, even though it gets tedious, to just keep at it and try to keep the spacing as even as you can. It'll look better if you do. If your nails don't go in straight, try to straighten them if you can, and if not, pull them out. I had a handful that got bent, so I just pulled them out and fixed them. Makes a better product in the end. So now we can move on to the string. I'm going to start with a stem, so I'm going to go with a green yarn. So when you start your yarn, you need to think through the pattern that you want to use. So anytime you switch colors, you'll have to tie this off, cut it, and then start again. So it's easier if you pick one spot. So my plan is to start down here, go up to the leaf, stem, down, back, tie it off, and then switch to a different color. So the technique on this is to pick your spot, tie a knot around the nail. I'm going to double knot it because I don't want it to come off. And then all you do is go around and go on the outside of the nail, loop it around, and then just continue on. So each nail you're just looping it as you travel up. Every couple nails I would double knot it because If you get up here and it slips off, it slips the whole way back. So every few, I just double loop it, just to make sure that if it falls off, it doesn't take me all the way back to the beginning. So that's it. It's fairly easy. Just go around, keep looping as you go. It helps to put your finger on top of the nail as you go to hold that down. I'm gonna double this one and then just keep going around. Okay, so now that I got back to the end, I have the green outlined. So now we go back and we fill it in. So plenty of techniques to do this too. You can either do straight lines, like a starburst sort of pattern, or you can just kind of go crazy with it and go any which way. Truly, it's up to you, however you want to do it. So we're just gonna go back through here. Any kind of pattern you want to fill it in. There's not a right way or a wrong way to do it. We're just filling that in with color. So I'm going up the stem, and then I'm gonna stop at these leaves and fill them in on the way, and then continue up the stem and around the other side. Same technique, just looping it as we go. Okay, so I got to the bottom of the green. I'm going to give this end just a couple extra loops to make sure it stays where I want it to stay. Just went back up through here a little bit. Wrap it around this one twice, and then I'm going to tie this off to this. So I'll trim this to leave it fairly long. And then all I'm doing is tying these two together. Knot that, trim this end, and then I'm just tucking it back up underneath. There's enough going on that it'll hide that extra. So there's not really a right or a wrong way to do this. I just picked a random pattern. I just looped around the outsides, filled it in with however much color I wanted. So I feel happy with those leaves. Again, you can do straight lines, you can do zigzags, you can do however you want to do it, but this is how I did mine. So next step, pick a yellow, pick a starting spot, and then same thing, outline, and then fill it in. Okay, so mine's done. I did multiple colors for a little bit more dimension, make it a little bit more exciting. Keep in mind when you do that, it does add a lot more passes with the string around each nail, so it can be harder to get the string wedged under there. I am happy with how this turned out though. Can't wait to see how yours look. We will see you next time and keep crafting. Thanks!